Have you ever found yourself sketching a design on a napkin, just imagining what it would look like on a clothing rack? If you've ever dreamt of launching your very own fashion brand, you are in exactly the right place. So stick with us, because we're about to break down the essential steps to turn that dream into a real profitable business. Let's dive in. For any designer, isn't it? That feeling of walking into a boutique and seeing racks filled with clothes that have your name, your style, your whole vibe. Well, that vision is way closer than you might think, and we're here to show you the practical, step-by-step path to get there. All right, so here's the game plan. We've broken this whole journey down into 5 key parts. We're going to start with the big picture, your brand and your vision. Then we'll talk about the private label path, which is, frankly, the smartest way to get your line produced. After that, it's the fun stuff, bringing those designs to life, branding them to make your mark, and finally, a super important step, testing the market so you can launch with confidence. Okay, let's kick things off with section 1, your brand, your vision. Look, before a single piece of fabric is cut, you need to have a rock-solid foundation. This is where you really figure out the why behind your brand. And these aren't just, fuzzy goals on a whiteboard. This is a real cause and effect chain for your business. See, when you create your own private label, you get total control over your brand's identity. That unique identity lets you set your own prices, which means better profit margins. A strong brand pulls in new customers, and when you deliver on quality, you turn those customers into loyal fans who basically become your marketing team. Which brings us perfectly to our second section, the private label path. If your brand is the destination, think of this as the high-speed train that's going to get you there. So what does that actually mean? It's pretty simple, really. You don't have to go out and build a factory from the ground up. Private labeling is all about partnering with an expert manufacturer. They handle all the complicated production stuff, which frees you up to focus on what you do best, designing incredible clothes, building your brand, and actually connecting with your customers. It's a massive shortcut to a professional-grade clothing line. Now, within this private label world, you've basically got 2 main flavors to choose from. On one hand, you have full customization. This is for the true visionary. You're bringing all the ideas, the sketches, the fabric choices for something totally unique. Then, you have white labeling. This is your fast track. You pick from a catalog of awesome, pre-designed clothes and just add your own branding. Honestly, there's no wrong answer here. The right choice just depends on your vision and how fast you want to get your products out there. Okay, so you've got your vision, you've picked your path. Now for the fun part. Section 3, bringing designs to life. We've covered the what and the why, so let's get into the nitty-gritty how of it all. The whole process really boils down to 2 key stages. It all starts with your idea. And that can be anything, really. A detailed sketch, a mood board, a bunch of photos of celebrity looks you love, whatever communicates your vision. But the second step is absolutely critical. You have to translate that vision into a special document called a tech pack. This thing is basically the official blueprint for your clothing. I know, tech pack sounds super technical, right? But don't worry, it's really just a detailed instruction manual for your manufacturer. Every single detail on this list is crucial to make sure there are no expensive mistakes. The sketches give them a clear, flat view. The size chart ensures everything fits just right. And getting specific with things like stitching and color codes guarantees that what you get back is exactly what you pictured in your head. All right, design is locked in. The tech pack is done. Let's move on to section 4, making your mark. The clothes are being made. Now it's time to give them an identity and make them officially yours. And let me tell you, this is about so much more than just a little tag sewn into a collar. Think about it. When a customer absolutely loves wearing one of your pieces, that logo creates a real connection. That awesome feeling they have gets tied directly to your brand. That's how you build a loyal following. Customers who come back again and again, and even better, tell all their friends about you. And you've got some really cool options for how to do this. Woven labels, the ones made from satin or cotton, give off that classic high-end professional vibe. Printed labels are super versatile. You can use them on the clothes themselves or even on your packaging. And then there are heat transfer labels. These are tagless and pressed right onto the fabric, which is perfect for things like t-shirts and workout gear, where comfort is key. And that brings us to our final and honestly one of the most important sections, testing the market. You've got the amazing designs, you've got the branding. Now, how do you actually launch this thing in a smart way that doesn't break the bank? This quote right here hits on a super important term for any new brand, MOQ. That stands for minimum order quantity. See, a lot of manufacturers will require a huge upfront order, which is a massive risk when you don't even know what's going to sell yet. Finding a partner with a low MOQ, that is an absolute game changer.
And this is where the magic happens. This is the power of starting small. You can launch with just a few key pieces to see what people actually get excited about. You get to figure out which designs your customers are really into, all while keeping your initial investment low. Then, once you have that real-world feedback, you can confidently order more of the winners and grow your brand the smart way.
So there you have it. The entire roadmap is laid out right in front of you, from that initial spark of an idea all the way to a market-tested product. The only question left is the most exciting one of all. Now that you know how it's done, what's that very first piece you're going to bring to life?